call to order the Wytheville Town Council meeting Monday, December 8th, 2025 at 6 o'clock p.m. at the Municipal Building at 150 East Monroe Street, Wytheville, Virginia, 24382. We do have a quorum. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Councilman Joseph Hand, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We do have time for a recess if necessary. Next is approval of the agenda. I need a motion, please.
So moved.
Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Right, here none. This will be roll call vote. Roll call vote. We'll start with Vice Mayor Johnson, please.
Johnson, aye.
Atkins, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Patterson, aye.
Joseph Hand, aye.
Thank you all. Next is a consent agenda, which consists of the minutes of the regular meeting of November 24th, 2025. I need a motion.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it, Madam Mayor.
Motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Not. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye as well. Any opposed? All right, that motion passes. Next on the agenda is citizens period, and we do have a couple people signed up, and the first one is Kevin Waller. Please come up and state your name and address for the council, please.
Good evening. My name is Kevin Wallington. I'm 265 Central Court. Brief statement there. I'm the chair for the Wytheville Farmers Market. In recent weeks and months, I've read articles and posts about the Wytheville Farmers Market asking for a policy to be put in place regarding concealed weapons. At no time did we ask for a policy or request a policy. If you read the email I sent to the assistant manager on September 22nd, 2025, we just asked for clarification. I had to ask the town policy on carrying concealed weapons because someone had approached us on what our policy was. And since we are in a town building, that's why we reached out to see what the policy was. The town responded that it had no general policy. There was no incidents, no inquiries, just a clarification. So I just wanted to set the record straight because I'd seen it in the paper that we had requested it, and at no time did we ever request a policy change. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else? Let's see, there is. Mike Forrest, please.
Mike Forrest, Withers Road. I wanted to speak about the splash pad. This came up several months ago, and the original cost estimate was $1.6 million. After seeing the draft of the feasibility study, all of a sudden this cost is over $3.5 million. They did offer us an option that lowered the cost about $60,000, but we're still talking $3.5 million. I don't feel like that this is a viable option for the town at this type of cost. You spent a lot of money on the feasibility study. Two areas that was not included was the economic impact. I believe that was asked for. That was not in it. And the other was the ongoing cost. What's the annual cost of maintaining, supplying this? I think that $3.5 million for our town, with the budget that we have now, is a waste of time. And I think that this should be just put on the back burner and should not waste your time on something that is not economically feasible for us. Thank you.
Well, thank you, but I do want to maybe clarify a few things and anybody jump in. We as council have not voted in any way, form to accept what they're doing. So the money, as the feasibility study, did not come from the town.
Okay.
I just want to make that clear. At some point, they're going to bring this to the town, But this is a private entity that is hoping to get a splash pad in the town. And hopefully hopefully they're going to do it, and we can help them with that, but we haven't put out any
Well,
monies.
It's going to be a burden on the taxpayers of the town, not only the construction of it, but the ongoing cost. The other problem I've got is the main person that's pushing this is not even a town citizen. They don't live in the town. It's not going to affect their taxes. I'm pretty sure the county's not going to contribute to it. I believe you're wasting your time, your energy, and there's other things that should be worked on. But a $3.5 million splash pad that is going to be used a limited amount of time, 3-4 months a year at the most, on land that the town does not own, that's in a flood zone, that floods, and it's been brought up by a council person that raw sewage is there when it floods. That's not a good place for it. It's not a good way to spend taxpayer money. $3.5 million is a big chunk of the budget. And, this needs to come, in my opinion, come to an end and not waste your time and have continuous meetings and discussions over something that is a want and not a need. Thank you.
Thank you. And there's nobody else that has requested. Is there anybody else, even if you didn't sign it? All right, thank you all. Next on the agenda is a presentation by Assistant Public Utilities and Engineering Andrew Austin regarding the wastewater treatment plant improvements.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I believe we were here last council meeting to speak about the possibility of the loan for the improvements on the wastewater treatment plant. Since then, I believe you have some of that information with you. We have received the approval for the loan for $24 million. The principal forgiveness has not been decided as of yet because we need a congressional budget. Until then, we don't know. We are giving a very short window to get design and build ready for that loan to close. So regardless of how we decide, we have to have a design ready to go with it. The end of last week, I went out and got a RFP for the design work, contract administration, and inspection for that project all together. We had 2 submittals. We had CHA and Thrasher. Myself, Mr. Anderson, and Tony Keene, the superintendent of the wastewater treatment plant, scored these submittals, and we came up with a composite score that awarded, or did not award, but selected CHA as the winning submittal. Tonight, I would ask that you would grant Sherry the ability to sign off on a contract so that we could get this design underway, so that when the time comes to make the decision on the loan, we will have a design ready to go to bid. The state is giving us a very short amount of time to do $23 million project design work, so we need to go as fast as we possibly can. That's why it seems rushed, but I'd rather give the engineers the longest amount of time to give us a proper product.
Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Austin?
I would like to make a recommendation that we allow Mr. Austin to proceed and allow Mrs. Corvin to sign whatever documents that are necessary for this so we can move forward.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Austin. That's my motion.
So we have a motion, and we have a second.
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All right, hearing none, this will be a roll call vote. Mr. Hand?
Aye.
Patterson, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Atkins, aye. Johnson, aye.
This thing's not here. So next is consideration of town council to adopt a resolution of support for an increase in the aid to localities program. This is coming from Chief Slamp. So I will need a motion.
So moved.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second it, Madam Mayor.
Motion and second, is there any discussion? Hearing none, this will be a roll call vote. Vice Mayor Johnson?
Oh, Johnson, I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
Atkins, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Patterson, aye.
Joseph Hand, aye.
And we'll go ahead and move forward with that. Next is consideration by the town council to approve the memorandum of understanding for the Virginia Breeze bus stop. So once again, I need a motion, please.
So moved.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, this is a roll call vote. Mr. Hand?
Aye.
Patterson, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Atkins, aye.
Johnson, aye.
Next is consideration by the town council to approve the request of the Virginia Organizing for Traffic Control to conduct the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s March on Sunday, January 18, 2026 at 2:00 p.m. I need a motion, please.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
A second it, Madam Mayor.
A motion and a second. Is there any discussion? I hear none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye as well. Any opposed? All right. That passes. Next is consideration by the town council to reappoint David Couse and Bobby Angles to the Wytheville Economic Development Authority. The new terms will expire December 12, 2029. I need a motion.
So moved.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any discussion? Hear none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye as well. Any opposed? That motion passes. Next is consideration by town council to reappoint James Cohen to the Wytheville Recreation Commission. Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion, and we'll take a second out of that one.
I'll take a second.
All right. Motion and second. Is there any discussion? All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye as well. Any opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, sir. Next is to consider the appropriation of funds not to exceed $80,000 from the Homestead Log Cabin completion project. And Ms. Coleman, do you have anything
Yes,
you'd like
ma'am.
to say
I
to
can explain
that?
that. For the Homestead Log Cabin Completion Project, the Department of Museums has been granted $80,000 in grant funds from the organization, and they would like for them to just appropriate the funds. We have the $80,000, but right now we just need to just get the council to appropriate the funds. It's on the revenue side once we get the money, but we need to appropriate the $80,000.
I'd like to make a motion for council to consider the appropriation of funds not to exceed $80,000 for the Homestead Log Cabin Completion Project.
All right, thank you. So we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any discussion? All right, this will be a roll call vote. Mr. Hand?
Aye.
Patterson, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Atkins, aye.
Johnson, aye.
Passes as well. Next on the agenda is upcoming meetings by Chief Deputy Clerk Randy Jones.
Okay, I have a few. The Planning Commission meeting scheduled for December 11th has been canceled. The next regular meeting for the Planning Commission meeting will be Thursday, January 8th at 6 p.m. Downtown Wytheville Incorporated will meet on Monday, December 15th at 5:30 at the DTW office. Wytheville Redevelopment and Housing Authority will meet on Wednesday, December 17th at 12 p.m. at the Housing Authority office. The New River Regional Water Authority will meet on Thursday, December 18th at 10 a.m. at the water plant in Austinville. The Wytheville Town Council meeting scheduled for December 22nd has been canceled. The Town of Wytheville municipal offices will be closed and all services will be curtailed Wednesday, December 24th through Friday, December 26th in observance of the Christmas holiday, and our offices will be closed on Thursday, January 1st in observance of New Year's Day. And the next regular scheduled Wytheville Town Council meeting will be held on Monday, January 12th, 2026 at 6 p.m. here in the council chambers. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Jones.
Next is a consideration by town council to instruct town staff to prepare an ordinance prohibiting town employees from performing work on the private property. That needs a motion.
So moved, Madam Mayor.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second, is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye as well, any opposed? Appreciate town staff and move forward with that.
Thank you very much.
Next is a review of vacancies of the town committees and boards and authorities, again by Chief Deputy Clerk, Ms. Jones.
Okay, you have two papers in your package. The first one is the vacancies that we still have for 2025, and I have 3 for the BZA, the Board of Zoning Appeals. Those need to be filled immediately. The second attachment is the upcoming for 2026, and I have highlighted, we still have 3, obviously, for 2026, that is for the Board of Zoning Appeals, and then I also highlighted your most current, or the upcoming, that will be coming as soon as possible in 2026, which are 3 positions on the Planning Commission. So if anybody knows of anybody that would like to serve, we have the OpenGov portal on the town's website. They just need to go to that portal and apply for any town committee, board, or authority. But again, we have 3 vacancies that need to be filled on the BZA, and we will have 3 upcoming in March on the Planning Commission. So,
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Jones.
A whole bunch this time.
yeah.
Anybody have any questions for? So next would be council member time. Would you like to start?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Jude, I would like to thank our Public Works Department. I saw them this morning, roughly, I guess, about 6. Some of them were headed out, I guess, to block off Holston Road to prepare to do work on Holston Road. I know the conditions that I drove in this morning, how the snow was coming down and the weather. That shovel, if you look at it closely, that's ice. So I'm grateful and I am thankful for our Public Works Department, as well as the other employees that work for the town. Without the employees, nothing would get done. And I went out and took these photos on my own. I didn't ask anybody to take them because I wanted to see for myself. And to spend all day working on a water line, my hat's off to them, and the conditions are not in their favor at all. So I thank them for the work that they've done. They've stayed on top of this project. They were considerate with the project of the business owners, and I'm thankful for that. So the work that they've done, I just greatly appreciate them and all of our employees.
Thank you for bringing that to us and to the citizens. So.
I want this, yes, if you could put those pictures on record so that people can see the work that they do.
Anything else? Seconds.
Just want to say I appreciate downtown Wytheville and all the volunteers putting on such a great parade. I've heard a lot of great response on that. And also want to elaborate on the town crews keeping the streets clean for people to be able to get to work if they had to go to work. And also, saw some out this evening still working as well, putting down salt and pushing some snow. So I really appreciate that. Other than that, I think I'm good.
Okay, thank you. I've got a couple myself. On December 2nd, 2025, the Wytheville Meeting Center was a location for the memorial service and honored slain correctional officer Jeremy Lewis Hall. Over 750 public safety officers, correctional department staff, friends, and family were in attendance from 19 states and as far away as California to honor Officer Hall. While thousands of events for a variety of purposes have been held in the meeting center during its 18th years of operation, this was one of the most reverent and moving occasions ever held. The Wytheville Meeting Center was honored to be of service to the Virginia Department of Corrections during this tragic time. Next, I want to thank a big thank you to all the volunteers and participants and citizens who helped make the 2025 Wytheville Christmas Parade spectacular. Your participation made it great success with thousands in attendance, and kudos what you said already, so thank you. Then, and the Wytheville Town Council would like to wish each of you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So that's all I have.
I just want to piggyback what Councilman Ms. Johnson just stated about Public Works Department. They've done an outstanding job, not only today, but all the cold weather and the weather conditions that we've had.
Every day.
Every day. Outstanding job. And a big shout out to downtown Wytheville for a beautiful, long parade. And I think it was a success. I've had a lot of little kids at church come up to me Sunday and just, that's all they could talk about was the parade. The parade. So I think everybody's done a fantastic job. Thank you.
Stan.
Everything everyone's already said. Thank you for all of the town staff. We certainly appreciate everybody. And also looking forward to a very different 2026. Hopefully you're going to see some upbeat personalities and some goals set by the council and management leadership that will make this room feel different than what you felt in 2025. So I'm looking forward to a fresh start next year, and I think that's going to be good for us all. And one last quick thing I do want to ask about the bridge on 20th Street. I understand we did get a email, but folks here don't know about that. So that's anticipating opening
Prior to the Christmas holidays.
so before Christmas.
Yes.
Hopefully, we're going to get that bridge open. So thank you guys for your patience on that bridge. I know it's been a really long project. So thank you very much.
Okay. Anything else to come for council?
I think our management has done a great job. Thank you.
Yes, Ms. Corvin. And your team's done outstanding. Yes.
All right, and if there's nothing else to come before council, council now finds it necessary to go into a closed session. So we appreciate y'all coming in today. Closed meeting pursuant to 2.2-3711A, one, discussion regarding appointed positions, and pursuant to 2.2-3711A, 8, consultation with legal counsel regarding specific legal matters requiring the provision of legal advice. So I will need a motion.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor to go into closed session, signify by saying aye. I think we just did that. Aye. Any opposed? We appreciate y'all being here, and we're going to go into closed session at this point. So. Oh, well,
Come in, can open first.
Right.
It's ready.
ready? All right, so town council is now in open session. And during our meeting,
You need to do
oh,
the
yeah, I'm
certification.
sorry,
thing.
yeah, sorry. That got me. You can do that too. It is necessary to reconvene into an open session by stating that the town council is now in open session. A motion is necessary to certify that only matters lawfully converting to open session were discussed. Need a motion?
So moved.
I have a motion and a second.
Second.
Motion and a second. Is there any discussion? This will be a roll call vote. Mr. Hand?
Aye.
Pedersen, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Atkins, aye.
Johnson, aye.
All right, so we are now in open session. And so I have the job of telling everybody that Ms. Corbin is retiring, and her and her husband have made that decision, and she's looking forward to, I think, being away from the town, even though that's going to be very, very hard, right? So she has served this town for many, many years. She has decided to retire, but she had 34 years working for the town and 12 years as town clerk, right? So we want to thank her for all her dedication and service to the residents of the town of Wytheville. And in more ways than one, we will miss her, but I think she'll fit right into
Yes, ma'am.
retirement and have a good time.
Well, I would like to thank the town council for all the years that I've been able to work here. I was offered the full-time job as town manager, but after much thought and consideration, I'm going to respectfully decline that, and I will retire effective January 1, 2026. But thank you to the council and the town of Wytheville for many good years.
Thank you, Ms. Corbin.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a motion on behalf of the town council. I would like to make a motion to appoint Chris Slimp as the interim town manager and fire chief effective January 1, 2026 at a salary of $130,000.
so we have a motion on the table.
I second, Madam Mayor.
Motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Yes, there is discussion. I would have appreciated the opportunity to have been contacted by you to inform me that Chief Slimp was being entertained for the position. I would have liked to have had the opportunity to have known that. He is a great man. He displays great character and integrity. I believe he'll be great at the job, but at the same time, I wish that as a council member and vice mayor, I would have had the opportunity to have had some discussion or even be informed by you, ma'am. I do recall you saying that we were a team, but I wasn't informed. Thank you.
Anything else come before?
So we have to vote. I made a motion. We have a second. I think. Yeah.
Motion and second. And is there any other discussion? Hearing none, this be a roll call vote.
Joseph Hand, aye.
Pedersen, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Atkins, aye.
Johnson, aye.
Madam Mayor, I have one more motion.
Okay.
Would like to make a motion to appoint Brandy Jones as the town clerk and the Freedom of Information Act officer effective January 1st, 2026, at a salary of $85,000.
So we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Vice Mayor?
Johnson, aye.
Atkins, aye.
Taylor, aye.
Pedersen, aye.
Hand, aye.
So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Is there any other business to come before council this evening?
I do have a question in regards to the rules of procedure. When will we be accepting those? And as a council, are we supposed to be following the rules of procedure? Mr. Castle, can you answer that, please?
I need to review your rules of procedure to see if and when they expire. And I meant to do that, and I have neglected to do that, so I can get you in that answer, but I'm going to have to review to see if they expire. If they have not expired, then you should be following them. If they have expired, then you would have to re-up them and repass them to do it. And so that's why I can't answer that question tonight.
Ms. Corbin, do you know if they've expired?
They have not expired. They were adopted in January of 2025. Normally, the council will re-adopt them every January, so they are in effect. What you have before you is in effect.
And they were on the agenda for this past time to come up, and then it was altered a little
It
bit.
was removed.
Are they going to be, Mayor Taylor, you said they were going to be up in January again, is that correct?
That's correct. They're scheduled to be on the agenda, the first meeting in January, January 12th, 2026. They should be on the agenda for review and adoption.
Thank you.
There's nothing else coming before council. We are adjourned. Thank you all.